What the Business YouTube, episode 39. My name's Jay Florida, and today's career of discussion is a gardener. So, what is a gardener? A gardener is a person who cultivates, plants, and maintains gardens, landscapes, or parks, either professionally or as a hobby. They are responsible for the health and aesthetics of plants, including weeding, watering, pruning, and soil preparation to ensure gardens flourish. Now, to give you a piece of history, gardeners have been around for approximately 10,000 to 12,000 years, originating with the Neolithic Revolution when humans transitioned from foraging to settled agriculture. The earliest domesticated crops included emmer wheat, corn wheat, barley, lentils, peas, chickpeas, bitter veach, and flax. A few basic requirements to becoming a gardener include learning about soil science, pest management, and plant identification, volunteering at a local botanical garden, and pursuing certificates or degrees in horticulture, landscape design, or greenhouse management. Now, becoming a certified gardener can take you anywhere from 2 to 3 years and cost you anywhere from $100 to $2,000. As far as your range as an entry-level gardener, you can expect to make $35,000 to $50,000, with a few things affecting how much you take home being sector, seasonal demand, certifications, and employment type. A day in life as a gardener can be described as physically demanding, involving bending, kneeling, and lifting. Work that is almost entirely outdoors. Use of heavy machinery such as a lawnmower and watering, fertilizing, and weeding. As far as opportunity, anybody can become a gardener if they choose to do so. Not that I see any barriers being in the way. And for that reason, opportunity does score green. A few examples to take note of in this field include Monty Don, a longtime host of the BBC's Gardener's World, and author of books like The Complete Gardener. Next we have Charlotte Dimmock, an English gardening expert and television presenter who was a team member on Ground Force, a BBC gardening makeover program airing from 1997 to 2005. And last but not least, we have Roy Lancaster, a world-renowned plantsman and vice president of the Royal Horticultural Society. Moving on to our fact moment segment of this episode, starting off with fact number 1. The fruit with the longest, slowest maturation time is the Coco de Mer, which takes 6 to 7 years to fully develop on the tree and up to 25 to 50 years for the tree to start flowering. Next, fact number 2. The rose's association with love stems from ancient Greek and Roman mythology. Legend dictates that the red rose was created by Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and stained red either by her tears or the blood of her fatally wounded lover, Adonis. In fact, number 3, potatoes are the most farmed vegetable globally and in the US. And for our last segment, before we move on to the circle of influence, we have health risks and mitigation, starting off with soil-borne infections, which can enter through cuts such as tetanus, musculoskeletal injuries from frequent weeding, raking, and digging, heat-related illnesses due to prolonged exposure to heat, such as heat exhaustion or heat stroke, and environmental risks such as exposure to poison ivy, thorns, or the sun, resulting in skin irritation. As far as mitigation, stay hydrated with nearby water. Wear gloves, long sleeves, and pants to protect against scratches and pathogens. Properly clean and disinfect all cuts immediately, and take stretching breaks. Now that does it for our primary segment. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor to my co-host. Let him take over for the Circle of Influence. What the business, YouTube? Starting off the Circle of Influence, we have respect. Is this a career or a position that brings me respect and dignity? Now, as a gardener, you do maintain plants and the landscapes, making sure everything looks tip-top, pristine, and you could even say luxurious. For that reason, the gardener does score green. Moving on, we have growth. Is this a career or a position that presents me with the opportunity to grow from $100,000 earning threshold? Now for this segment, the gardener does score red, with sources online maxing the gardener out at $100,000 per year. Next we have gore. Is this a career or a position that will have me dealing with an abundance of blood, violent action, grotesque imagery, or scenery? For this segment, the gardener scores green, as in no, you will not be dealing with any of the mentioned before. And for our last ideological standpoint, we have moral conflict. Is this a career or a position that will have me compromise any of my foreseeable morals? Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't kill. The basic set of guidelines. And for this segment, the gardener also scores green. Now moving on to the statistical side of things, we have gender demographics, where men make up 56% of the industry and women make up 44% of the total industry. Next we have ethnic demographics, where Caucasians make up 57% of the industry, Hispanics make up 28% of the industry, and African Americans make up 8% of the total industry. And for our last standpoint, we have location demographics, top paying states, no particular order, starting things off with Alaska, of all places, the District of Columbia, Hawaii, Washington, and closing things out with California. Now that does it for the Circle of Influence. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor back to Florida. I'm back just to summarize the gardener. It's a career that is more so fulfilling just because of the kind of work that you are doing. Literally slowing down and smelling the flowers, tending to nature. What could be better? And while you can make a comfortable living with $100,000 earning potential, you can use this career more so as a stepping stone to launch you into a better paying related field. And as far as investing is so dirt cheap, no pun intended, that I'm actually probably considering volunteering at a local garden myself. With that being said, it does look like we have a full episode today. The word of the day is Mingle. Self-help resources on the board. As always, I'll leave it down in the description. And to show your support, if you want to see this kind of content more often, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on episode 40.